Is this from that one anime that they're making with the girl and she takes off her panties and she goes back in time, maybe? Or is this something else? Is this a hinty?
I think that's the first one.
Okay. Hi, I'm your goddess Nazca. Here in a truck on that we're reacting to...
Feminist group calls for total ban on ecchi, not art ecchi anime.
Oh no, you're gonna ban my tits!
Appears that the slippery slope of censorship continues to slope. So you can see this headline, feminist groups call for total ban on ecchi. It's not art, it's just soft core.
What about ecchi expo?
Yeah, what about the conventions? You're gonna try banning that soon? You know what the anime they're referring to, I bet you?
What?
That one Yandere, Dark Elf.
Yandere Dark Elf?
Yeah. But that anime, I would argue, was meant to just be pure hentai. There's not much plot in it, and there's a lot of plot.
What about Gushing Over Magic?
Gushing Over Magical Girls, no. That one has story. That one has character. That one's good.
Redo of Healer?
That one, too. Has character, has plot.
Activists pressure streaming services to remove fan service-focused anime. Now, this is not surprising because for many years, people have excused the censorship of things they personally find offensive, while never expecting it to trickle down to a greater set of content. People will see something that they think is abhorrent or degenerate, although not illegal, and they'll say, well, it's okay to ban that because I don't like...
But now I feel bad. You hid my tits. Hide my boobies. One more boobies. They're boobies.
There.
So now it's the way.
And therefore, it's okay. Well, guess what? The groups like this, these feminist groups and many others, they see the acceptance of censorship for one set of content, and they say, okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep upping the ante because clearly people support us. And this is what you get. So down here, a wave of activism has erupted after several international feminist organizations jointly launched a campaign to ban ecchi anime from mainstream streaming platforms. The movement named No More Fan Service directly targets series known for sexualized...
Movement No More Fan Service.
Dude, stop harassing Fairy Tail.
You know these women probably go by they, them, and they weigh 300 pounds, have blue hair.
They're just jealous because no one wants them and everyone wants the big teddy mama. Get yourself a VTuber.
Arguing they normalize the objectification of women under the...
they be going after you now.
Oh no, you're so objectified. Well then, the joke's on them. Behind the beautiful mask is a chubby tomboy. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you.
Guise of animation. Their demands have sparked uproar throughout the anime community. Wow. This ecchi fan service is normalizing bad things against women. Well, guess what? That's the same argument as violent video games cause people to be violent in real life. It is a debunked, stupid argument. If
that's not
it is.
That's not what they're re-in.
The what in?
The re. No, how relaxed re. No, like but
three. Someone going
fiction affects your reality. You're mentally ill, and art should not cater to people who can't consume it without having some issues within them affect their real life activities. Nobody should be catering art to that. And unfortunately,
tell that to old sculptures and statues that got ladies with the teddies, the Michelangelo's David with the dick out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were actually people. There was someone who was trying to censor that in a book.
Leave the PP alone.
Fortunately, that is the logic they're going with, and so many people have excused and even celebrated censorship against certain types of fictional content, and now it's extending into just fan service. And these groups feel emboldened. In fact, there is plenty of...
I'm gonna say this. I could not get into High School DxD.
Yeah, that anime was so bland. I don't care that it had tits. It just did not interest me.
People sending in emails, thousands of emails to these streams.
I hated the dub. I hated the people in the dub because of their horribleness.
Rachel Marchi went after Vic, and then the male, I don't even know his name, got busted for child porn or something.
And every time I hear those voices, it's like, oh, I can only think of your human horribleness. I can't enjoy it.
Platforms, as reported here, expecting something to happen, and maybe something will. The fact that we've gotten to this point
Not the
should be
BBC
very
News.
alarming to everyone watching this video.
They ruined Doctor Who.
Here. So today we're going to be talking about this.
Oh wow, that just totally jumped to the next video. That was short.
Yeah, it was a 2-minute video.
He didn't even have an end doodle though, because it just jumped to the next video of his.
Well, that was that.
That was that video. I guess since we're here, you want to talk about the Kakegurui live action.
Yeah. Okay, so YouTube intro.
Well, let's just sew them together because it just jumped right into
Yeah,
it.
I need to make 2 videos out of it.
Fine. Hi, I'm your goddess Nesca. Here with Chuckamon. We're reacting to...
Fans reject Netflix cringe. The Kakegurui. They didn't even call it Kakegurui, they call it Bet.
Which is the dumb name. Have you seen this?
I've seen pictures of what the person looks like.
You've seen pictures of what their cast looks like?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah. It's bad. It is bad.
It's basically the Death Note live action.
Now, for those not familiar, this is often referred to as the gambling anime, where there's this elite school where the hierarchy is determined by gambling. It had 2 seasons.
I would call it the gambling fetish anime. Gambling fetish anime. Because there's another anime I call the gambling anime that's more just gambling, and that's, oh god, what's his name? The Ultimate Survivor. I can't remember the name. It slips my brain, but I love that one too.
It was very successful, and people still talk about it to this day. Now, the fact that we're talking about Kakegurui in this video means one of 2 things. Either there is a much desired 3rd season coming for this anime, or Netflix made a cringe-inducing live-action adaptation.
I would fight. I would not want a 3rd season for this anime because they butchered, I guess, the 2nd season.
Did I see the 2nd season?
No, we stopped because I warned you about the 2nd season because they completely altered the characters and made it cringe.
Oh.
Yeah, the 2nd season was... I don't even know if that was the 2nd season or not, but whatever. It was bad.
Bad.
But... Actually, I think that might have been the... It might have actually just been a spin-off. Wait. What was the last thing you watched?
She went into the big room, gamble against this chick here to stay in school.
Did they do the thing with the cards?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that was the last episode. Okay, yeah.
Fortunately, it is the latter, and that's what we got here with Bets, a Netflix series based on this manga, and it is as cringe as you might have guessed. And the comments on Twitter are ripping apart this trailer, and on YouTube, it actually might be even worse.
She looks good. She looks good for the main character.
Yeah.
That one's fine. I think that's supposed to be the friend, the main male character, or that's just a rando.
This was bad.
You actually watched it? Only she looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Official trailer here. People are going wild. They are very blown away by the quality of this trailer. You can see 2,100 likes versus 7,900 dislikes. That's a very easy set of math to do. That is a 21% like to dislike ratio. People are not impressed by this live action adaptation.
People have never seen the anime, maybe?
People hit their head in the door.
Yes, we're fine. This is our last video for the stream, because we gotta get ready. We're going to NASCAR after this.
We're not doing NASCAR until like 5.
I don't care.
On top of that, as I like to point out with these trailers, look at the apathy. 67,000 views in nearly 2 days since this trailer was released on YouTube. That is really low for something like this. You're taking a beloved franchise and making a Netflix live action out of it, and you can't even crack
It's Truckerman's sport of choice.
Yeah, I don't care about football or baseball, and that's the only sport I've ever watched.
It's your life. Well, you're a trucker, so of course you like vroom vroom. Vroom vroom vroom.
Boom, boom.
Vroom vroom vroom.
100K views. I've seen YouTubers make indie projects with more hype surrounding them than this. Now, before we get into the actual trailer itself, we'll watch it together. I want to point out two very simple things. Number one, the live action's been done before and done very
Japan
well
already did it.
by Japan. They made a live action adaptation of this series and it was very well received, mainly because it sticks
better,
to the source material very well. And also look at the costumes and casting. They did a phenomenal job nailing these characters, okay? You can see they really captured what these characters are supposed to look like and did a really good job because
Japan always does that. Japan does it smart, in my opinion, when it comes to live action, because they just basically have like a cosplay look. They make them actually look like the characters, so that actually makes it feel like it's a live action. Versus when American does it, they just completely change their ethnicity, their gender, and then make them look completely stupid.
Oh, yeah, like the Bleach live action. Remember we saw that?
Oh yeah, the Japan version. Yeah.
Japan version.
And JoJo live action.
Yeah, but they only did part 4.
Point.
and it's hard to make a live action out of anime and make it look faithful to the source material.
Right.
The second thing I want to point out, this is the cast of characters, especially if you're not familiar with the series. This is what the main cast of characters is supposed to look like. Now brace yourselves. We're going to check out this live action trailer, and it's just as bad as you might have predicted.
My name is Yumiko, and I've been bad.
What?
They're trying to be sexy.
But sometimes you have to do a bad thing to make the world better.
She never cared about making the world better. The whole point of her being bad is because it was the thrill. She loved the thrill. She could care less about the world.
Yeah, she didn't give a damn about anybody.
All she cared about was her own satisfaction. Satisfaction.
Oh god, why? Yeah.
This should be fun.
I'm going to do something a little different. This might catch you guys by surprise, but I'm going to start off this reaction with a compliment. Yes, I can make compliments. I'm going to start off by saying I think they did a good job casting Yumiko. Now, the bar for this is very low, but I'm going to say she at least looks like the character somewhat. I know, the standards are really low for this trailer, as we'll see.
Why does no one learn from One Piece?
One Piece was pretty good.
One Piece live action, because they put heart and soul into it. They actually communicate with the creator and stuff. The people who play these characters actually know what One Piece is and like the show.
I don't know what to tell you.
About these people
also,
never
I think she
even
has
watched
a
Kakegurui.
good voice for this. I think she did a good job with that. And I also think she captures the craziness of the character Yumiko in a pretty good way. So that's the end of the compliment. There's going to be no more compliments for the rest of this trailer, unfortunately.
St. Dominic's prep goes back 100 years.
So to kind of round out the plot here, it looks like basically a white woman's fantasy of what an overseas boarding school looks like. Like they watch too many K-dramas, and this is what they did with this IP.
Parents
Did
and
they
their
really
kids
show
here
the
to
school
learn.
that much anyway?
Yeah, good point.
So meh, I don't care about that. Also, why do they have all English?
American accents, too.
What it takes to run the world. CEO.
Who the fuck are you people?
The Day Them Squad.
Who's that weird guy? Fem guy there. Weird fem guy. There was no fem guys
Why
in
is her hair not
Kakegurui.
silver?
Yeah, I'm guessing she's supposed to be main character because the only thing I recognize is the blue lips. Her hair's not done up. It's not white. And also she's white as fuck. Not nice COVID mask bullshit going on here.
Eye patch lady.
Is that supposed to be her? That does not look like her in the slightest.
They gone and DEI'd Kakegurui.
Agreed. Yep.
I can't believe this. Netflix, how
Yep.
could you? I'm not surprised at all.
I'm
But
not
look at this
surprised
Blue
either.
Sky meetup. I mean, these are the people calling you
Sky meetup.
fascist on Twitter. Okay,
That's
who is
exactly.
this? Who is this supposed to be? This is many of the main characters from the cast right now. Yes. My memory of Kakegurui, I only saw the first season of the anime. It's been many years since then. My memory might not be the best, but I don't remember anyone looking like any of these characters. Like, who's this guy? Who is this guy?
None.
I don't remember an extremely flamboyant male character.
If they're supposed to be background characters, fine, I guess. But there's no one but this bitch in the center. This fucking bitch in the center. She's supposed to be the main antagonist, as far as I can tell, because there's no one else that has blue lipstick but the main character antagonist. And she looks nothing like her in any. The only thing is like, oh, blue lipstick. That's the only thing that I can connect. That's it.
Character existing in the show. Who is this guy? Who are all these people? Yeah, well, we're going to take a look at some of these characters, and trust me, it's going to get a lot worse.
Those dictate.
So
Who are
here's one
you?
example of a character, for some reason, wearing a COVID mask in the year
Yeah.
2025. That's stunning and
Like
brave.
heavy
Now, this is the
eyeshadow.
character that they're...
Seriously?
Yeah.
The whole point of that face mask was to hide her identity. What fucking identity are you hiding with your eyes showing? Because in the show, the main antagonist lady, she switches places with her with using that mask and stuff. How is the main antagonist supposed to switch places with this fucking bitch when her eyes are showing and all that jazz?
It's like they caught the Snow White.
And also, forgive me, it's been a while since I watched Kakegurui, and my brain has to cycle through so many different anime that names just kind of slip my brain. Snow White. Follow the Oda formula. Yes, exactly. Also, she looks like she's bald.
Yes.
No bangs. No
based on. They
bangs,
got rid
no
of the
white.
iconic mask and replaced it with this
Silver.
cringe. Why, you ask? I
And
have
the
no
uniforms
clue.
don't match either.
Yes, that is just ugly. That's not even the same uniform style.
They just
What
did
school
it
you
because
people
this
go
is
to?
Netflix,
I don't think it's the right one.
But it gets even worse. Let's play for another second.
Is crime.
No!
Let's do another
They did my
side-by-side
girl
comparison.
dirty! No! No! She was my favorite. Where's your lipstick? The only thing you tried doing is the piercings, and I wonder why. They gave her weird braids, you fucking whited her.
Ugh.
She doesn't even have the same sexy crazy.
Look how they massacred my girl.
Ha, you too.
Yep, they did. This is insane. Again, giving some credit. It is hard to match an...
You know what? They're probably also going to censor her level of craziness, I bet you, in the story, because she was willing to pop herself just for a
Yeah.
thrill. She would play fucking Russian roulette with herself.
Sheesh.
This is why. Himura. Himura. God, names. God,
anime
it's been a
with the
while.
live action. It's hard to replicate it in real life, and sometimes it just looks a little cringe. It's a little cringy because that's the way anime into live action often goes.
I am
But this
bad
just
with
looks
names,
bad.
people.
It just doesn't look good. It looks like a high school production. Okay, the costumes just are so bad, and we know with the Japanese version, they can pull it off. You can pull off these
Yes.
characters.
Yes, you
if you
can.
do a good enough job. They're not
It's called a cosplay. People at conventions could pull off these looks better than these foofs.
doing a good job. In fact, there's even this screenshot floating around right now. I don't know if this is real. I couldn't.
Oh no.
Holy, wait, this is a momentous occasion. For once, they gender swapped a female into a male. It's usually the other way around. Holy crap. Of course, he
Find it
looks
in the
pretty
trailer,
gay, so.
But a lot of people have been pointing this out. If this is real, no words. No words at all. But let's continue on.
Lords, but it's not the classes that change you. It's the gambling.
Yay! We didn't have enough whitewashing. We gotta have blackwashing now, too. That's supposed to be the main character.
Oh my god, this is gonna suck.
He's not as egregious as a change as someone as, like, L, for example, in Death Note. When I saw the race-swapped L, I was like, you ruined my character.
You know, have they not learned their lessons the last 5, 6, 7 years of doing this shit?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, Disney's not even doing live actions anymore. They're gonna scale it back because they realize no one wants to see this shit.
Uh-huh. Maybe they should just... I bet you they might end up just hiring AI and making AI slop now. That'd save them so much money for their failures.
I'm going to point something out here, because Netflix did it to themselves. Okay? They race swapped one of the characters with a black actor, and there's several black characters in this live action, and you have to understand the context of the show. If you lose enough bets...
Oh yeah! Currently, especially what he's wearing right now. He's a slave. They shot themselves in the foot with this one.
Oh, that's
Are they gonna change what they call him? Because he's a house pet.
The students
Oh my
become
goodness.
slaves. And now they injected a bunch of race swaps, leading to a very interesting direction for Netflix. Speaking of gambles, this is quite the gamble they're pulling off with this race swap. Again, it seems kind of tone deaf to the entire plot of the show, but anyways.
Your winnings are everything.
Gosh,
see
she
this
looks
character?
horrible.
If you're familiar with the series, you might not recognize her, but you might see the one indicator, the blue
the
lipstick.
one thing.
This is Kirari.
But
I'm not kidding. Here's the character they're basing this off of.
yes, because they totally look alike.
I don't know about you guys,
That's perfect, right?
but I'm seeing double. I mean,
I
they
know.
absolutely nailed this character right down
Yeah,
to
it looks like
very
the same
essence.
person,
Yeah,
right?
this is a joke, right? They got the hair wrong, they got the color wrong. They even messed up the iconic blue lipstick. They fumbled like the most recognizable feature.
Let's see, Karieta, since they failed to show the Oda formula, Oda was involved with the whole live-action One Piece live series. Netflix didn't make any decisions without his approval, and yeah, they didn't do that with the creator of Kakegurui, that's for sure.
This is gonna be so bad.
Ugh, I hate
Of this
looking at
character.
her.
This looks like
She looks
some
like-
girl who's going to the local liberal arts college
Yes,
and is
I was
majoring
about
in
to
gender
say.
studies. Like,
Thank
this is
you.
an absolute
Thank
joke. This
you.
is not what Kirari should be looking like in a live
Mm-hmm.
action. It's like they didn't even try.
Top 10 get into student council.
Ugh.
They play like assassins.
Oh, why?
Again, being very
My girl.
generous. It's hard to
Also, why is her eye patch changing colors too?
I don't know.
Yeah, just she would never act like that. No, I don't care. Like, how I love how she became broken. Again, I'm shit with names. I forget every single character's name, even the main character's name. But I loved when she was broken down by the main character, and then she basically became like obsessed with her to the point where she's like, "My love, please pay attention to me, senpai." And then she just always shoots her down. Should have stood on business. Ugh.
Pull off, especially
God, she would never
quirkiness
act like that.
in live action when you're basing it on.
No. She was a badass. She would never do this bullshit.
We're only 41 seconds into that trailer, I swear.
Ugh.
Anime. But this doesn't look quirky, this looks cringe. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm gonna say it. Okay?
Ugh.
It's cringe. I'm sure most people just found that.
I guarantee every single actor, maybe with the exception of the main role, because she actually seems like she's trying to act like who she's supposed to be, but I guarantee all these people, they've never watched Kakegurui in their life.
Cringe, and a lot of elements of this trailer cringe.
Teachers and students vanish. Dead, alive,
Teachers
nobody
and
knows.
students,
What?
and they vanish.
She's insane.
Who's the other guy?
My parents.
They went to St. Dominic's.
One of these people murdered them.
They really try to also make Yumiko as some kind of like
Yumiko, thank
savior
you.
of the school, which is a weird route because it's not really what she was doing in the
Yep.
anime. She's not like
Yep.
some hero trying to
What I
save
said
the
at the
whole
beginning.
school. It's like not what she's about, but that's kind of the spin they're going with here. Interesting,
Dumb.
I guess.
Character assassination.
So you're some type of pro gambler, hit to beat everyone and take their money.
No. Not their money.
They were really proud of this shot. You know they were very proud of this shot. 100%.
That was kind of.
Jack!
Never mind. I doubt she watched it either.
In this world?
You know, I was gonna compliment again
She
how well
looks like
the
a really
actress kind
butch
of nails
lesbian from, like,
Yumiko's
Mad Max.
craziness, and then this happens, and then just the pure, unadulterated cringe rears its ugly head once again with this. This is the person calling you a chud on Twitter for criticizing this trailer.
You rule or you obey. At St. Dom's?
Well,
What the
at least
fuck?
they stayed faithful to the source material for this scene.
Oh yeah, that's when she kisses the ground.
Why?
Or you don't remember?
I'm trying to remember. It's
Yeah,
been a
it's
minute.
been a while. Yeah, you keep the sexual themes, I guess, but change everything else.
I make the rules.
Ugh!
Just getting started.
What the fuck are these characters?
Also, the fighting scenes are just
What is this?
like
Wait, I'm confused. When did we start watching, The Hunger Games?
It was like Disney's high school show budget.
Yeah, very much so. But, seriously? Why is there The Hunger Games now? Did they seriously just rip off, like, Hunger Games to add some kind of scenes to this? Oh my goodness. This is trash. This is trash.
comedically bad. And also, what is with this shot? Is this
Yes.
the Hunger Games? What happened to the
See-
plot here? Why are
Pre-watch.
we doing all this?
No, actually, I did not, but, dude, same mind wave. Knew it. Everyone's thinking the same thing.
That's it. That's the trailer. Are you interested in
My brain
trying
cells.
out bets?
Help me.
I don't even want to, out of
let your opinions
curiosity.
be known in the comments section if you're thrilled to see this.
You don't
Now,
even
there's a
wanna
lot
pirate
going
it.
I don't
on
even wanna
with the
pirate it.
series, and with the reactions to it, the YouTube comment section on this is brutal, to say the least.
I would hope so.
You can see the top comments. This is just right down the
Pope
list.
didn't
as we
die
go
for
here.
this. Take it back.
Pope didn't die for this. Take it back. We should start making Murdered by Netflix awards.
Here, they're coming for him.
Just
They're
give us
coming
Kage-
for him. Just give us Kakegurui season 3. Come on, arrest him, please.
Sheesh.
I told you they're coming for him.
Guri
So bad
season
Far From It
3.
got called.
Yumiko is not a hero. She is not out to help people. She only
Yep.
wants the thrill of
That's
gambling.
exactly what I said at the beginning.
Colonized version of Kakegurui. Netflix, I understand your
yeah.
desire for more Kakegurui, but you didn't need to do this. We just wanted season 3. They do realize the main plot of this show is about losing bet equals become a slave. Are
Yep.
they? And
The
they are
house
genius
pets.
enough to have a black dude to be the character.
So
We have
smart.
Kakegurui
No. Not even just the black dude, because I feel like there's a lot of LGB people in this too.
This is gonna be so bad.
Oh
my god.
This isn't the Kakegurui I remember.
Yep.
Yes, I think that's a very fair statement to be made
They've been
here.
cocky
And
dog
also, of
Kakegurui.
course, you go to the YouTube or the Twitter comments, and things get even worse. Okay, people are not exactly thrilled. You see the comparison points being made.
No.
How did you ruin
Lame.
Kakegurui? How do you mess with perfection? And you got the DEI squad here.
Anything.
Russian
Your
roulette,
anime
but
is
all
not.
the chambers are filled because what the F?
Yes. Your anime is not safe. Everyone will take it and ruin it. Whatever anime you love and hold dear, someone will come.
Just shit on it.
I'm surprised. You know what? The one anime I'm surprised that has like so much popularity, has been around for long enough that no one's tried to live action yet.
What?
Naruto.
Don't give him ideas.
I'm surprised. No, I'm surprised. They did everything from Dragon Ball Z. They got One Piece now. They got, I'm not even sure, did Japan ever do
I don't think they have, no.
Naruto? But they did Bleach.
Cancel
I'm
it.
gonna look that up now.
This stuff is ass. Live action of the animated project will always be trash, especially if it's made by BET. Okay.
Hell
It's
yes!
not by BET, Black Entertainment Television, but I'll allow it because there is a quote from the Boondocks here.
Believe it.
Entertainment television is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Preach!
Anyways,
Preach!
why did Japan create a show based on black exploitation?
Believe it!
What? Why are you guys so confused about this? Why are you so confused about the name? That's like the one thing we can really settle here. It's called Bet. Absolute ass. Bro, all the animes to adapt. This stuff is going to be worse than Death Note.
Yeah.
Possibly. Who asked for this?
I will give the live action Death Note one compliment. Ryuk looked pretty fire.
Yeah.
Y'all brought back the Zoomer version of High School Musical and slapped Kakegurui as the title name. Please, I beg you, stop. And you see this. Some Dragon Ball Evolution here.
Yep.
You know what? Let's give some grace to Dragon Ball Evolution. Let's look back fondly at the memories it gave us, okay? And right now, it's no longer the worst.
May Goku go to school. May Goku go to school when he was supposed to be like 10.
Oh, God. No Krillin, by the way.
No Krillin exists. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Hey, just make you feel better. Snow White is being in as far as the worst rated movie ever.
God, how and Evolution was the worst thing that ever happened. I've actually watched this garbage. No Emperor Pilaf. They threw Piccolo in there. They tried to tease for a second movie with Vegeta. Oh god. Oh god.
That was bad.
Oh god, Evolution, god.
Rated film, actually Snow White, and that live action actually overtook. This is the worst rated film. It's pretty impressive, actually, but you get the point, right? This is a disaster. Who asked for this? Nobody.
No one.
Nobody asked for this, and
They
it's a
never
very
do.
hard anime to nail. But the thing is, it's been done before and done well, and Netflix is now just slinging it out there, making this absolute disaster of a project that's going to bomb. This is not going to do well. I have a very strong feeling it will not, unless it really.
Kaniji. That's the name. Kaniji, the Ultimate Survivor.
Kaniji, the Ultimate Survivor.
Yeah. That they should have adapted that. That would have been easier.
I doubt it.
Of course, then they just have nothing but guys, though. They no females.
Really does well with the Zoomers this is trying to appeal to. But yeah, not a great look for bets. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I must say, clickies, how dare you let it fade into the next video? You fail me.
You fail you.
You fail me.
I fail you.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Bye.